This year, the girls' varsity basketball team ended with a record of 15 wins and 7 losses. There were 9 of us, and we all know that this season meant so much more than our record. We had many fun times like the Jenison game where Ashley broke the school scoring record and the countless trips to Applebee's that ended in team sleepovers. Our season was not all fun and games, though. We helped each other through many rough patches like the passing of Mr. Hoppy. We all grew very close over these past 4 months, and the bonds and friendships we've made will last a lifetime. Every year, Coach Van Hecken asks that seniors give a speech at the banquet with advice for underclassmen and some of our favorite experiences. This year, the 4 of us felt compelled to take it a step further.
Hi, my name is Maddie Shar, and I was on varsity for 2 years. Even though basketball is not one of my strengths, it was still one of the best high school experiences I've ever had. My 2 years of playing on varsity, I didn't get very many minutes or many points on the board. However, through my experience as a Hamilton Hawkeye, playing for the girls' varsity program made me realize just how important every player is. I found myself cheering and being an encourager through every game. Never once was I discouraged because I know that every team needs that one player to lift everybody up when they're down. I'm happy to be that girl on our team last season and this season. I just want to encourage the underclassmen who are unsure about next season to try out. I was in that position before, and I just want to say from experience, you learn leadership skills and build relationships that will last a lifetime. Being on the team isn't always about getting your name in the paper, but bettering yourself as a person, and learning that no matter what, your role on the team is just as important as everybody else. A really good memory that I had from this season was making my three-pointer goal at home. It was like a good, accomplishing feeling to have. And another memory that I had that was really good was the home game against Wayland, also known as the Hoppy game. It was a really good way to see the community to come together and support us, and it was definitely an experience I will never forget. The number of people that came just goes to show how much of an impact Mr. Hoppy really had on Hamilton. That game I also fouled out, so that was quite the experience. Losing Hoppy was a difficult obstacle our team had to overcome at the beginning of the season. Being a part of the program taught me a new definition of teammates. We were all there for each other and helped each other through the difficult times. It made us feel like a family. Sometimes it takes a hard fall to see who will be there to catch you. I am happy and blessed to have had the opportunity to play Hamilton basketball.
I'm Rachel Tolsman. I've been part of the Hamilton girls varsity basketball team for the past 3 years. My advice to the underclassmen would be to work hard. Work hard at everything you do, whether it's in the gym, on the field, in the weight room, in the classroom, or wherever else you may be. Hard work is giving your best effort. If things aren't going your way, be determined to make up for it somewhere else. If your shots aren't falling on offense, make up for it by playing great defense. It's hard to beat someone who never gives up. Hard work is also a big commitment. You would be amazed at how much you can improve over one off season when you put the time in. The hours in the gym really do pay off. One of the most memorable experiences from my basketball career would have to be the game against Middleville on the Friday after Mr. Hoppy's death. It was incredible to see the number of people from our community travel an hour just to watch us play. It meant so much to us to have such great support in such a painful time. In the game, we all fought hard but came up short in the end. No words were spoken in the locker room afterwards, and no words could describe the atmosphere. Many tears were shed, but Coach promised us we would get through it. And you know what? We did. I'm so thankful I had this group of girls to get through the hardships this season. I've had such a wonderful experience playing basketball for Hamilton. The stands are always filled with parents and grandparents and people from the community. I just want to thank everyone, especially my parents, who have been there for me on my basketball journey. The court is my second home, and I'm sad to see that my basketball days are over. It's been a wild ride, and I will never forget it. Underclassmen, never take your days on the court for granted and make the most of it while you still can.
Hi, my name is Bro McMahon, and I was a member of the girls varsity basketball tribe for the last 2 years.
As many people may know, last year our team accomplished some pretty great things together, but this year something unique was brought to the table. We had to overcome some of life's hardest challenges as a team and support each other every day. All of us coming together and never feeling alone was really something special. I think it's fair to say that we all felt like a family early on due to the loss of Mr. Hoppy. Being able to blend together so well really helped us as a unit when the road got bumpy. So my advice to the younger classmen is to be nice. Just be kind, not just to your teammates, but to everyone, even if they might not deserve it. Just be nice anyway. Support those around you because you never know when someone will need a hand to help them up, a shoulder to cry on, a loving hug, or even just a quick laugh. So wherever life takes you, be kind to those beside you. One of my favorite memories this season was beating Helen Christian at home. That was the first time we had played them this season, so beating them in a close game was awesome because we went 4-0 with the Maroons in our last 4 games against them. Another memory I will love forever is starting off the season with a bang. Ashley breaking 2 school records on her first home game was pretty special. Being able to be a teammate to her at this time was such a blessing, just to see so many people supporting not only her but our team as a whole. As many of you may know, Ashley lost her grandpa Doug this past week. I know it meant a lot to her, her family, our team, and coaches that he made it to every single one of our games this year except for one. I will always remember seeing him up in the stands in his pregame mints for us. He will be missed by many, that's for sure.
Hi, my name is Ashley Orbeek, and I was a member of the Hamilton girls varsity basketball squad for the past 4 years. One of my favorite memories this season was winning the holiday tournament in Hudsonville. It meant a lot to us because at this time in our season last year, we suffered our first loss. It was special to see our team this year be able to bounce back and go into it even more determined. I think a big part of this achievement came from all the hours spent in the gym this summer. So take advantage of every opportunity to get better by working hard even when nobody is telling you to, because it will pay off. Setting goals for yourself and your team helps you push yourself every day knowing what you're working for. Also enjoy the time with your team, not only on the court but off the court as well, because if you let it happen and make it happen, the bonds you build can carry you through anything life throws at you. The team soon becomes like a family, and playing basketball together isn't necessarily the most important thing anymore. Another one of my favorite memories that I will remember forever is playing our last basketball game against Helen Christian in the district finals. My grandpa Doug has been to 87 out of 88 of my high school basketball games. This past year he got diagnosed with cancer, and it was hard for him to come to my games, but he hung on and was determined to see my whole senior season. And that last basketball game was the last sporting event he got to see me play. I love you, Gramps, and I miss you.
On behalf of the team, we'd like to thank all the parents for all the team dinners and your support at our games. We'd also like to take a minute to thank our amazing coaches.
So our thank yous come from us 3 seniors along with Maddie. And I think that we would all just like to say a special thank you to Coach Molly Collins. She is awesome, and she always has a smile on her face, and she always knows how to bring out the best in all of us. You have great life advice, and you mean a lot to all of us, and just thank you for everything that you've done for us.
And for Coach Cuz, thanks for all the great transition advice and always keeping us on track and letting us know about the task ahead. And thanks for all the Mentos, and we really, really, really like your jumping jacks.
And your quesadas and quesadillas at Baja.
Those are dang good.
Yup.
And last but not least, we'd like to say a huge thank you to Coach Van Hecken. You've been a great mentor on and off the court, and we couldn't have imagined basketball without you.
Coach, you always know how to make us smile, and we love that about you.
And thanks for always being there for us, not just on the basketball court, but off the basketball court with whatever we need, whether it's basketball related or not.
We've had a great year with y'all this year.
So you better start warming up for the alumni scrimmage.
See you next year.
Bring it on! So our thank yous come from us 3 seniors and
Oh my God. I said something about you without you. And last but not least, we'd like to say a huge thank you to Coach Van Hecken.
We need to start over. I was looking at me lips. I was like this. Ashley, can you
Something right here.
Okay. 3, 2.
Who's laughing?
Okay, this is just not.
Come on! I nailed it! And you guys messed it up! I nailed it! I nailed it!
I think that's something we all really appreciate, so thank you.
That was really tacky. Thank you. And last but not least, we'd like to say a huge thank you to Coach Van Hecken. You've been a great mentor. That arm, though. Okay.
Can you not do that in the video again?
Okay,
Rachel's getting ticked.
3.
Like I'm a fish.
Hey, Nogs.
Now he's sucking dog.
Swig.